Hello there everybody, Sabata92 aka Nightmare, and welcome back to SobaSpooktober. Now we are back with the Crooked Man. In the last episode, we managed to go through a rather hectic sort of scenario, where we were going through the hotel of where it was basically the address of the previous tenant that used to own the home that we were in. However, some things are starting to seem a bit off, to me at least. I don't know. My character, aka David, had a recent breakup with a girl named Shirley, and then we meet this girl in the hotel named Cece, who had broken up with her boyfriend. Or seemingly, I don't know. The two definitely have something in common. And then we finally get to meet the titular Crooked Man from the look of it, with his neck being all discombobulated and oh god, the fleshy noise sound effects. I think I've actually got similar sound effects in one of my sound effect folders that sounds kind of like that. I think I've used I have used a sound like that before with one of the stories that I narrated. But having that nice little battle was interesting, to say the least. But it's how do I put this? Actually, shit, I don't even know how the hell to put this. Things are really just, fuck it, let's just get in here, because I'm still trying to piece things together. Oh, scene 1, complete. Delightful. Man, this place was far. That took almost an entire day. So, this is the place. Looks like this school was abandoned. No one around. Though I guess they'd be inside anyway. Let's see if I can even enter. So we're at a school now. Because this is the address that was found inside Cece's box. Julia Stone Law School. Set for demolition, no entry. Law school? I think that's... Isn't that what... the... Okay. School. Hey. This is the school from that leaflet. Then maybe he is here after all. Well, it says that it's set for demolition, so I think this building might just be abandoned. What the hell is that noise I'm hearing in the back? Excuse me, can you not? What are the exam results? I need to know. What did I get in my chemistry class? Fuck. The men's bathroom. Let me in. The women's bathroom. Scandalous. Okay. Let's see. Came in from here. Where's... I should look around some more. Oh. No, we entered through there, right. The way to the lecture hallway. It's locked. Lecture hallway. Okay. Okay, there's multiple floors. Alright. So... there's a faculty room. The nameplate reads Stacy Lizzie. There's a key by it. The infirmary key. The nameplate reads Eugene McGuire. Eugene McGuire. Ray Twain. Lefty Lewis. Hi, Lefty Lewis. Where's Righty Tighty? The nameplate reads Franz Moore. Cindy Peterson. John Keith. Andrew Robinson. A cardboard box full of equipment. Lined with reference books. The paper reads Notice about keys. Room managers for the month. Don't lose the keys. Parlor for Stacy Lizzie, reference room Ray Twain, lecture halls John Keith, computer room Franz Moore, lecture room Cindy Peterson, storehouse Eugene McGuire. Oh, great. Okay, so I just picked up the infirmary key, and who was in charge of... Doesn't say who was actually in charge of that one. Interesting. Copy machine. Fire hydrant. Okay. I'm thirsty. Ah, the vending machines don't work. Oh, come on. I'm thirsty. Damn you. Fine. Okay, where the hell's the infirmary? Janitor's room. Oh, hey. Cardboard boxes. List of the faculty. Criminal law, John Keith. Civil law, Andrew Robinson. International law, Cindy Peterson. Criminology, Franz Moore. Philosophy of law, Lefty Lewis. Legal history, Ray Twain. Comparative jurisprudence, Eugene McGuire and Dr. Stacy Lizzie. Contains cleaning tools. Memo about necessary repairs. Deep fissure in the wall behind the eastern bookshelves in the basement storehouse. Repairs needed. Fissure in the eastern hall? Let's see. There we go. Trash can. Books about medical treatment. Parlor key! Where the fuck is the parlor? Lined with medicines and such. Okay. So now we got the parlor key. Over here's the lecture hall, so go up first. Okay. Was there someone there? I couldn't really see them in the dark. Talks about events. Lefty Lewis. So this is his room. A box of tools. Screwdriver. Crowbar. Hammer? Holy shit. I got a lot of goods. I think in the fridge. Ah, damn it. Probably shelves for filing reports. The drawer holds miscellaneous things. Highly appreciated, Lefty Lewis. There's a paper about topics covered by an exam. Eugene McGuire. Lots of books. Okay. An open security box. Wait, it's open. Okay, so I got a crowbar, a screwdriver, and a hammer now. Damn it! Why won't they work? Reference room. Damn it. Can't blame me for trying. Computer room. Locked. Fire hydrant. Okay. Parlor. Yes. Found it. Let's see. The clock is stopped. Anthologies and albums line the shelves. What's this? I guess it's wire art or something. Not sure what it's supposed to be, though. Apparently it was made by Ray Twain. One of the lecturers? It appears to be wire art. It says by Ray Twain. Hold on. Maybe there's a certain angle that I'm supposed to put these at. Because usually with these sorts of things, you're supposed to put like, if you put him in a certain pattern, or I guess how you bend it, the shadows can create symbols or words. I think that's what this is aiming for. Can't tell. Well. Ah, damn it. Part of me was kind of hoping that if I looked at a different angle, it would appear different. Oh, wait. What if... I did not mean to do that. I'll come by later. Okay. Much I can do in the parlor. Further up? Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, I did go that way, duh. Let's see. This don't work. The water won't come out. Damn it. Contains cleaning tools. Cindy Peterson. Another copy machine. Lots of books. A security box that requires a passcode. Okay. So I gotta find a passcode for Cindy, huh? Some sort of diary. Michelle's dissertation made it into an academic journal. I'm so happy for him. I knew when he joined my class he'd be a prodigy. I also realized he and I have the same birthday. I used my birthday as a security code, so I feel like maybe I should change it. Michelle. Okay, so I should look for this Michelle guy and try to figure out what his birthday is. His or her birthday, whichever it is. Let's see. Andrew Robinson. Log with a 6-digit PIN. John Key. Documents are strewn on the desk. The key to the room is among them. Why would I need the key when I'm already here? Times are changing. Our existing laws cannot serve us anymore. We must surpass the father of our law to find the true answer. Okay. Let's take notes. Okay. Michelle, birthday. And attach that to Cindy, security code. Okay. Now, we're in John Keith's room, so there's a passcode. Our existing laws cannot serve us anymore. We're supposed to surpass the father of our law to find the truth. Alright. John. Let's keep that in mind, too, while we're at it. Oh, right. Andrew Robinson, right. Andrew 6-bit code. Alright. Wait. Alright. Other side. Ray Twain. Let's see. The computer's not turned on. Can I turn it on? I guess not. Oh, wait. I don't have Ray Twain's passcode, so I can't open that yet. Why did this law school have math books? Boy, I'm terrible at math. You and me too, buddy. A binary number is made up of binary digits, also known as bits. Okay, so to make this a little bit easier on myself, I went ahead and screenshot this so that way I didn't have to write all of this down. Indeed. Law too needs a numeric representation. After all, basic things such as on or off, 0 or 1, can represent much more complex numbers. Using the smallest elements to produce new things is a way of thinking I hold in high esteem. Though perhaps it's more the artistic notion that captivates me more than the mathematics. Ethic? The books. Okay. Wayne. This is gonna be fun. Franz Moore. There's a code. I lost the note with my security box password, so I couldn't get into the computer room, and the headmaster got angry at me. This is the worst. I thought I had it when I was writing for a seminar in the reference room. Maybe I left it in a book somehow? I should go look. If I used my ID as a password like Andrew does, then I wouldn't forget, but that's risky. Of course, if you just use a random number, then you have my problem. Okay. Oh, right. Franz Moore. This is going to be fun, I say as we start looking around. Alright. We're stubborn, it won't open. Well, I tried. The basement reference room. It's blocked from the other side. Looks like a storeroom, it's locked. Damn it. Has a John Keith's room tag. But is it really John Keith's room key? The real question is, what do I do with all of these tools that I have? I would very much like to read those books, but it won't let me. Wait. Oh, my brain just had a brain fart, I'm sorry. Well, can't... Wait a minute. Wait. 10101. 10101. Okay, so 010. Not zero. Oh! I figured it out! Here's how this works. It's not 10101. In fact, if I look at it a different way, it's 10 underneath 101, and then the bottom one is 41, so 1111. And if I translate that through the binary numbers, instead, what I'll get is 2. Let's see, 101 is 5, and then 4 ones is 15. So 2515. And this is for, that's right, by Ray Twain. So that must mean that must be his code number. So I just gotta go find Ray's room. That's the reference room. Upstairs. Yes. Okay. Alright, I got his passcode. It is 2 5 15. Yes! A key to the reference room. Yes. We've got a key to the reference room now. Ow! Fuck, man. Hey, who was that? Hi? Who'd you be? What are you doing in this school, you shady punk? Shady punk? I'm just looking for someone. You shoved me out of the blue. Who are you? Give me a name or I'm calling the police on you. David Hoover. I'm looking for a guy who I think was here. I'm not a robber or anything. Huh. You sure? As if a robber would say they were one. What do you want, a permit? Now you tell me who you are if you're going to ask me. I'm D. I graduated from this school, so I came to bring back some memories. D? D? That's your name? Not actually the oddest one I've heard, but it's a nickname, dummy. You think I'd tell some shady guy my real name? What a little brat. But I guess you ain't stolen anything yet. I'm just wandering, so don't mind me. Smell ya. Fuck you too, dude. The hell's his problem? Didn't even apologize. He pisses me off. Freaking scared the fuck out of me too, asshole. Okay. Asshole. They say that people despise those who think similar to them, or who are in similar circumstances. But humans are curious in what they can hide, in that they can hide any outward appearance of goodwill or hatred. Though they are two-faced deep down, they can make that idea seem unthinkable. You may despise someone much like you, but you may in your heart have affection for them. The improbable is not impossible. I never understood this philosophy stuff. Wouldn't you just dislike people you don't like? Achievement unlocked, self-loathing. Yep. Trust me, I self-loathe all the time. Books on international. Books on criminology. Books on legal history. Philosophy of law. Civil law. Criminal law. A record of books checked in and out. Announcements of new arrivals and the like. Books on comparative jurisprudence. The shelves in the basement are for staff only. Those who require books from the basement must sign a form and be accompanied by staff. Taking any materials out is prohibited. Break-in anyway. An elevator for carrying books to the basement. There's no power, so it doesn't work. Fuck me. So what do I do in here? You made this... There's got to be something in here that I missed. Oh, cool. Hi. George White, 1726 to 1806, a signatory of the Declaration of Independence. He's sometimes called the father of American law for teaching the first classes in jurisprudence. It's attached to the wall, but the screw's a little loose. If I had the right tool, I could unscrew it. I can. Unscrewed the screw holding the portrait. There's writing behind this. 1647. Is it a code for something? Who the hell was in charge of the reference room? Alright, I better go back downstairs and double check. Actually, to make things a little bit easier, what I could do is... I could take like another screenshot. So that way I've got all of the rooms memorized. And by memorized, I mean just onto the side, so that way I've got them. That might help keep track of a lot of things. Let's see. Ray Twain was in charge of the reference room. That seems like a seemingly random number, though, isn't it? So would that not go to say that it might be, what's his face? John Keith? Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to kind of go look around to see if I got this. 1647. 16... 1647. Alright. Let's head back upstairs real quick. Go check out the other rooms. You don't have to worry about that. Let's just go check the other rooms. Ain't going there. Okay. One more floor up. In there. Okay, so it's not that one. Got it. Cindy Peterson. I don't think it's this one. Yeah, not that one. Right. Okay. No, that's not it either. Ah, here we go. 16. This is the guy that was very philosophical and talking about the father, so it makes sense that this would be his key code. Lecture hallway. Okay. Ah! What? Oh. Why? Why is it here? Back in the hotel, I thought... Damn it, I'll think about it later. I gotta run. Black! Okay. Thanks for that. Freaking assholes. Great. I get to do that all over again. Wait, did I even do I have to do that all over again? Fuck, I do. $16.47. Okay. Let's try something a little bit different, shall we? Can I? Is there anything in this room I might be able to use as a weapon? Hello again. Hey, how are you? Oh dear God, that's a terrifying face. Fired it. That monster's in there. I'm not going in. Ah! Wait, I got an idea. It wasn't I promise. That was not, no, that was not what I meant to do. Okay, I have an idea. Can I use the crowbar to lock the door? I'm gonna see if that works. Oh shit, that doesn't work at all, does it? Achievement unlocked, come to me. Apparently I died like five. Okay, so I got an achievement for dying, I'm guessing, like 5 times in a row. Hey, how are you? Are you having yourself a good time right now? I realize you're probably having yourself like just one of those moments where it's, I don't know, it's kind of hard to just kind of, I don't know, have moments where you can just kind of talk to yourself. I don't know, have you ever thought about looking maybe in the mirror, Mr. Crooked Man, and started to wonder, why is it you go out and killing people? I don't know, it's just kind of one of those things where I can't help but just question some of this stuff, you know what I mean? But, you know, honestly, as fun as this has been, I realize if you're not willing to open up to me rather than opening me up, I realize that you can't really, I don't know, I guess you can't really, I mean, if you're not willing to reach out and actually accept help, there's not much I can do for you, especially considering, I don't know, every time we meet, it's almost like you're trying to kill me. I just don't know. Can I not use this security box for something? Hmm. What do I do with you? Hmm. Oh, there we go! Oh my god, that makes much more sense. That was, of course, that's why the key was in there. Oh god, I'm a fucking moron. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. I'm like unbelievably stupid. Surely that'll keep it in. Whew. But this is so bizarre. I mean, back at the hotel, and the hotel's hours away, isn't it? Could it really be following me? Why? How? This is driving me nuts. Or am I hallucinating this thing? Well, I don't think you're hallucinating it because apparently Cece must have been able to see it, right? Unless you're hallucinating Cece. Well, if your mother is suffering from dementia... I'm not medically smart, so isn't it possible that maybe that might be some sort of hereditary thing where you might be suffering something like that, maybe? Then again, it did attack Cece, so it can't be my imagination. It exists. Monster, that it is. D. That monster's here. I have to warn D. Tell him he's got to get out of here. Let's see what... I got so scared that I legit forgot what I picked up. Huh. Oh, right, the lecture hallway key. Where the hell's D? All right. Let's see. Lecture room 1. That's lecture room 2, sorry. 3. What the? Friends, faculty, and staff, I thank you for coming today. Today is for us the best day of our lives, because today we leave the nest of our school and begin our climb to adulthood. Those who passed the bar exam, those who didn't, those becoming clerks or notaries or teachers. All of us will be graduating from this school, and we owe it a great debt. Though, even if they manage to graduate, some of us may need to put a little more time into their studies. But these graduates have one thing in common. They're filled with hope for their future. They're ready to challenge what lies ahead. A toast to our dreams, to our yet unsure futures. And may we have God's grace. Well, I was clapping. Listening to a tape or something? D, how did you get into this lecture room? Wasn't the hallway locked? Yeah, how did you get in here? You forget I'm a graduate here? I know all the secret ways, dummy. Huh? Well, what were you listening to? A tape? Yeah, for my graduation day. Has it really been 3 years? Getting nostalgic for the place, and even abandoned. It hasn't really changed. Just like it was when I was taking classes. Studying was wearing me out, so I came here for a breather. It's nice to have places full of memories like this. You graduated, but you're still studying? Hey, lay off it. Yeah, I couldn't pass the bar exam, so I'm cramming at home now. Oh. Next up's gonna be my 6th attempt. There are lots of great guys in my class. Most of them passed it in one shot. Being a lawyer's been my dream since I was a kid, so I was happy when I got accepted here. Felt like I was one step closer to making it come true. The work was tough, and I just barely managed to graduate. I think it's my kind, helpful professors that did it. I'll pass next time for sure. I mean, it's my 6th time. Any more and I'll be way behind my classmates. Well, it's good to be motivated, but it's dangerous here. You should get out of here soon. Huh? Dangerous? What? It's sort of hard to explain. There's kind of a monster here. It'll attack you if it finds you. I thought you were just some weird old guy wandering in a band school, but damn, you really are nuts, huh? Seriously, a monster? Even little girls don't believe that stuff. You're being a total doofus. Do you enjoy making fun of people? And I don't think I'm much older than... Don't try and debate with me, all right? I'm a talented soon-to-be lawyer. You'd be no match for me. You know Phoenix? You do have that almost Larry Butts hair. God, do what you want, but don't say I didn't warn you. Yeah, I will do that, thanks. Like I need a shady punk like you telling me what to do around my alma mater. You're what? Hey, Paul. I got in. What? Really? You got in? To flight school? That's right. That's crazy, David! I can't even do a handstand! You can really do it if you try, man! Thanks. But it doesn't make me a pilot yet. You'll have to pass the exam. Man, dude! You totally will be! And make sure to give me a ride. I'd love to fly above a city sometime. Paul, I'm not going to fly passenger planes. It's not that kind of school. Don't sweat the details. I'm glad for you. You did good. Hey, I'll take you to lunch today. That's another thing that... Okay. Interesting. So that's another thing that he... So he has something in common with Cece with their breakup. And now here, with this D person, they have something in common that they both went to a school, but... Let's see, D failed several times to pass the bar exam, but... I'm starting to notice something here. It seems kind of weird that we met two people that we have something in common with. Back then, I wasn't really thinking. I was just going wherever I wanted. Maybe D is like that too. Reference. Announcements are posted. School's newspaper! What the? Julia Stone Law School Topics of the Week. Michael Statham? A big hand for Michael, I think it's Michael, no, it's Michelle. Michelle Statham! Today we must pay tribute to our friend Michelle for his latest achievement. His dissertation, in regards to current international laws, made an appearance in Regal Collection. Majoring in global jurisprudence in Cindy Peterson's class, he continues to study hard in the hopes of becoming an international lawyer after graduation. Below is the full text of an interview between Michelle Statham. Birthday 6/19, age 20. Oh! The code that I need! So, 0619. And if they share the same, Michelle and Cindy share the same code. Nice. The keel is paint. Oh, damn it. Damn it. The rule matches these other pages. So he was here. Lieutenant! Many hopes were fulfilled here. Many youths were blessed, but I didn't receive that blessing. What's the problem with me? Who refused to pick me and left me in the dust? I loathe those meaningless days. He had a leaflet for this school. It was in the desk. I felt like it was important. Was he trying to be a lawyer like Dee was? I guess this would imply he didn't become one. Auditorium. Okay, nothing's in the auditorium. Let's just head back to the other rooms. This fire over reference room. Computer room. Yeah, we're not going back over there. Not when he's in there. Hell no. Although the knocking did stop, which is a bit of a problem. Ray Twain. Not that one. Shell or Cindy? It's Franz Moore. I have to get these things memorized. Here we go. Right? Okay, so 0619. Gotcha. A key to the lecture rooms. Lecture room seems to open all the lecture rooms. Delightful. Right? Okay, we should be able to open this door now. Yes. I knew there was something I lacked, but I didn't want to admit it. My ambitious youthfulness wouldn't let me. I wanted someone to say it. I wanted to be woken up, to be told I'm a have-not. Jesus, something you lacked. Have-not. It's true. There are haves and have-nots. People whose dreams can come true and... God, again. Sometimes my head just starts hurting bad. Oh, God! Finally it. God damn monster! Why are you chasing me? What the? Why did it... I'm alive? The monster's gone. I thought it would kill me, but it left? Ugh. Oh, my neck hurts. Ah, and I feel so sluggish. I haven't really slept since yesterday. I should try to rest somewhere. Whoa, what the fuck's going on with my face? Oh, Jesus. Oh, wow, I change? The notes about a seminar. Seminar at 9:21 in the auditorium. Crime against the impoverished and its Ivan Abostev's criminal behavior. A psychological approach will be referenced, so be sure to read it before coming. Franz Moore, professor of criminal. Franz Moore. 9-1. That is 0920. Jesus, I look terrible. Where the hell would I go rest? Auditorium. Well, I can't rest here in the auditorium. That should be obvious. There's got to be somewhere that I can go get some rest, because damn, that hurt. What do you say? Feeling really dizzy. I'd better take a break somewhere. I mean, I could go take a break in the men's bathroom, but sure, why the hell not? I'm not... Fine, I won't do it. I can't do much here. Faculty room. No, there's nothing here either that I can rest at. I gotta find some place to rest. Like, isn't there there should be maybe a room somewhere that has a bed, I think? No, not here. Ah, here we go. I'll take a little nap. Pushing myself wouldn't be a good idea. Mom? Are you crying again? Is this a nightmare? Sorry. Can't do a thing. I can't even console you. A dream? Yeah. Mom always cried in the living room after I'd gone to bed at night. That was when I was a kid, though. Well, I'm feeling better now. Alright, let's go. Alright. Well, we're at 50 health, so it's better than nothing. It's still... We're still weak, but it's a lot better than what we were earlier. Okay, Franz Moore. I think he's over here. Eugene McGuire. Lefty Lewis. Okay, maybe I'll... Ray Twain. There we go. Okay. Let's... Oh. Oh. Interesting. I haven't actually... Huh. I figured I'd actually have it. Okay, well, I guess the next best thing I could do is I could go to Michelle's room. Cindy Peterson. I've already been to Cindy's room. Robinson. John Keith. Alright. Shell. Where was his room again? Still can't do much about that. Wait. Aha! Criminal behavior, a psychological approach. That notice in the lecture room mentioned this. I don't understand a word of it. There's a slip of paper in here. What's the number 9981 for? Aha! 9981. That's probably his actual code, isn't it? The worst part is trying to remember where the hell his room is. Well, that answered my question. There we go. There we go. Key to the computer room. Where the hell is D? I seem to have lost sight of the dude. The poor guy just up and vanished on me. Aha! There we go. Computer, it's not turned on. I'm pretty sure there's something at one of these computers. I think there is. I might be wrong on this. Laptop computer, there's no power. Damn it! Fuck you! Andrew Robinson, ID. Aha! There's the 6-digit code that I need. 144246. Okay. Friends, faculty, and staff, I thank you for coming today. We're glad to have a sunny graduation to start off the rest of our lives. The future may be uncertain for some, but the lessons we learned here will make us resolute. A round of applause for my fellow graduates. What? The laptop, but it wasn't on. However, as valedictorian, there's something I can't help but lament. It's about David Hoover. What? He was highly skilled, kind to us all, and admired by pupils and teachers alike. We all expected he would be proudly standing with us this morning to graduate. But our hopes were dashed by none other than the man himself. Hiding behind an innocent face, he's been fooling all his pupils and professors. Let me ask you all this. Should he be forgiven? Can he escape punishment for betraying his friends and mentors? What the fuck? I didn't think so. He should forever be punished for what he has done to grant his selfish dreams. What the? Stop it! Stop! You're the lowest of low. Your dreams will never come true. What are you even good for? Go off and die somewhere, coward! Stop! No. I'm not a coward. I just... Heard a scream. That was you? Jeez, you made me freak. What's the big idea, huh? Did something happen? Forget about it. Sorry to startle you. It's nothing. Hey, dude, you okay? You're super pale. I'm just kind of tired. I came a long way and I haven't slept. Leave me alone. I can't be bothered to talk. Have this. Huh? I already had a little, but it's an energy drink. Drink up. What? Seriously? I don't need this. I told you, leave me be. Drink it! Jeez! You really look like you need food and drink. And I'm being nice, so at least accept it, will ya? Also, red hair. Alright. Thanks. But what's all this from the guy who was calling me a shady punk? Mostly because you look like crap, dude. Come on, it's not like I'm heartless. I mean, I am trying to be a lawyer. Besides, maybe it's fate. Tell you what, I won't call you shady anymore. Now cheer up. You could be my client once I'm a lawyer. That's a quick turnaround. I'm grateful at any rate. Say, have you seen anyone else around? Particularly a man about my age? Nope, nobody. He's who you're looking for? Yeah, though I don't really know how he looks. Tell me if you see him, okay? Yeah, you got it. Doubt anybody be around here, though. Oh, but can I ask something, too? Professor Andrew, he always helped me out. His room's on the 3rd floor, but it's got a number lock, so I can't get in. I was thinking the professor might still have some lecture notes for me around or something, but yeah, tell me if you get it open, okay? Alright. Got it. I'll wander around some more then. You look like hell, so don't push yourself. Yeah, well, you be careful too. If you see any monsters, get away. Oh god, not this again. Yeah, sure. I got a knife to defend myself anyhow. Smell ya? Maybe he's not as bad as I thought. Drinking it should restore some energy. That's nice. Hey. Thanks, D. That was really nice of you, man. He's pretty good, I think. Actually, real question, how the hell did he get an energy drink? Ooh, hello. Okay, let's see. So 1, 4, 4, 2, 4, 6. Okay, let's see what we got in here. Whiteboard that's got nothing on it. Trash can. Lots of books. Lots of fire extinguishers. Finally done with the finals! I'm glad everyone got their appropriate grades. Of course, there's that lone D. Teach him so much, but he doesn't even get the basics. He's lagging behind everyone else, and yet he's so intent on being a lawyer. That nickname D stands for Dreamer. Apparently, it was given to him for having such an impossible dream. But if you ask me, it's for the grade he'll always get. I hate how he fawns over me, too. I practically have to act nice to him, and he always comes for lessons after school. I wish I'd never let him in my class. Fuck you! I just hope he gives up on his dreams soon and finds another path. Fuck off. This is about D? It's awful that he'd say this about a student, though maybe D really is that bad. If D saw this, it'd be a big shock for him. He said he respected his professor and always tried so hard. There, I tore the page out. Wouldn't want D coming in and finding this. That page from Andrew. So mean-spirited about saying that about your own student. Like, monster's still wandering around. Is he looking for me since he couldn't kill me before? I'm gonna have to persuade D to leave. It's way too dangerous here. I'll go look for him. Well, I'm gonna look in the auditorium. Or maybe he might be in one of the lecture rooms. Although I guarantee he's probably in the auditorium. I guess I was wrong. Where the hell is he? He's in the women's bathroom. Oh. Hey! Where are you, Broseph? What the? The door's unlocked. I have a really bad feeling. The air feels kind of heavy. What even is this? D! Hey, D, what's wrong? Get up! My head. I feel like crap. Now that you mention it, it's a little hard to breathe. What's going on here? It's gas. Huh? Floor's leaking gas. You gotta get out. Got it. D, get up and lean on my shoulder. It's here. I'm not gonna let us go. Crap, the gas is pouring in. I'll be poisoned if I'm not quick. Okay. Oh god, he's in my party now. Okay. Iron pipe. Okay. Box won't open. Crowbar. Hammer. Iron pipe. Okay. Wait, a breaker. Crowbar. Hammer. Damn it. Oh, what the fuck is that? There's a crack in the... Oh, the crack wall! Okay, there's another room this way, right? If I turn on the wall, I can go in there. Okay, hammer. I might be able to wind the crack with the hammer. Let's try it. Damn it, it's wandering around. Is it trying to keep us in? What do I do? It's sink or swim. This should be the second floor's reference room, but the doors won't open. Crowbar. Can I pry open the crowbar? Have to at least try. I can go through the door in the ceiling. Oh, okay, there we go. Oh. Holy shit. managed to escape. Hey, D, are you okay? I'll get you to the infirmary. Hang in there. Are you sure you're okay? You don't want to go to the hospital? What if you get poisoned? I'm fine. Head hurts like hell and I feel gross, but I'll get better. Thanks, man. I'd be screwed without you around. You my life. There's water storage in the basement, and I once heard about it leaking gas. I only just remembered that now. It's after I graduated, so I don't know for sure. But I think there was a dispute over the property. So the school moved and this got abandoned. See. But you really shouldn't have come if you knew it was dangerous. Shut up! I just sort of forgot, okay? Man, I think all this will happen when I just came here to relax. I should have stayed at home studying. It's good to get a breather, sure. Just not in abandoned ruins, okay? It's really something, though. You're still studying 3 whole years after you graduated? Hell, I always wanted to be a lawyer. Ever since I was a kid. No matter what, I will be a lawyer. So I kept studying, and I still do. And there's no changing my mind. I see. But you're awesome yourself, climbing the elevator while carrying me. You're buffer than you look. Oh, well, I did go to flight school. Serious? That's awesome! Really can't judge a book by its cover, eh? But anyway, won't you get out of here already? It's all kinds of dangerous here, and I'm not looking after you anymore. I know. Well, it was nostalgic and refreshing while it lasted. I'll just rest here a little and go. You do that. I'll be going. Hey, get out! Gross, man! Achievement unlocked. Let's not go there. Oh, hey, hold on a sec. Look. Hey, drop something. Here, you... Wait. What? Huh? This looks like Professor Andrew's writing. Why'd you have this? Hey, wait! Don't read that! Huh? Dreamer? The grade I'll always get? Hey. What's this about? Why did the professor... This is... how he really felt? But you supported me. You said I'd be a lawyer someday. That's what you told me! Hey, D. Calm down. D! Oh, that guy, he's in no condition. That monster is bound to find him. I have to go after him. What is that noise? D. There you are, thank goodness. I always knew. At least that I wasn't a genius or anything. Why didn't they just say that? I respected Professor Andrew because he always supported me. Sure, I'm kind of dumb. I've been teased constantly for it. I failed the damn test 5 times. I'm a failure. But aren't I free to dream? I've always dreamt of being a lawyer. That's why I still study so hard. Why did it have to be like this? Everything I did for nothing? I don't know what to do anymore. E. I mean, I want to tell him shouldn't give up. But part of me is afraid that he might find that utterly insulting. Okay. I mean, if I tell him that's life. I don't, like, if I tell him not to give up, it's something that might be... No. Honestly, telling him that... Look, seriously, because here's the thing. In that sort of mind state, like, if I found that sort of thing and somebody told me some bullshit like you shouldn't give up, I would probably zone it out because that's not what needs to be heard. That's the thing. He's constantly never given up, but because he had that layer of support. And with that layer of support just shattered because it turned out that it was nothing more than a lie, it's utterly insulting. It's completely insulting just to tell him not to give up. It's not right. So, as much as I want to say you shouldn't give up, I'm going with context clues that option is insulting to D. So, if I fuck up, I have a safe spot. That's life, isn't it? I mean, you weren't cut out for it. What? Just looking at you kind of irritates me. Maybe it reminds me too much of myself. You need to wake up. Aren't there enough hopeless idealists in the world as it is? You shut the hell up! Yeah, I'm stupid, but I'll keep studying! Everyone's lacking in something or another. In your case, it was intelligence. You goddamn... You want a piece of me? In my case, it was my eyes. Huh? Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to be a pilot. I studied hard and made it to flight school. But I was colorblind. You're colorblind, David? Strange, isn't it? Just a few colors you can't see, and suddenly, you have no right to fly. Seems obvious to me now, but back then, I just couldn't accept it, so I faked my vision results to get into the school. I spent 3 years playing innocent. Even managed to be an honor student. But I was found out. On the day of the pilot exam, no less. Oh my. That day, I was reduced from an honor student to a filthy traitor. I dropped out and now I'm just some nobody clerk. I don't mind if you still want to be a lawyer. I just want to say something. Don't trap yourself by narrowing the road. Ain't it rough? Wasn't it your childhood dream? See? I had to give up on my dream. And that dream is pretty much out of my reach nowadays. But I still make life for what it is. I still try to find happiness in that sort of regard, you know? Just because your dream's been taken away doesn't mean you have to let yourself sit down and just wallow. And I mean, you can take that time to cry it out because you deserve it. But eventually you're gonna have to stand back up. It certainly was hard. It still is, but looking at you, I realized. It's not much, but I make my own money. I got a girlfriend. I drink with my buddy on weekends, and I enjoy my life for what it is. I didn't want to recognize I'd been set back, but I can't deny where I am now, nor all the work I put in back then. Are you happy with what you have now? Yes, though I didn't quite notice it. My life is how I choose it to be, so I shouldn't regret it. How about you? I won't give up because it's always been my dream to be a lawyer. I see. So, just one more time. I'll try the bar exam. But if I fail, that's it. I made up my mind. I'll give up for good then, but it won't mean those 3 years were a waste. Right, David? Yeah. Of course. Is there any point to staying here? Let's go. I'll take you home if you want. Yeah. Thanks. Come on, man. David? What's up? Oh. Whoa. Hey! David! D, get out of the school. I'll keep him away, got it? What the hell? No, let's go together. This guy's bad news. He's chased me who knows how many miles. It's me this monster is after. I'll take care of it. All right. You just won't die, will you? I'll finish you off this time. Oh. Delightful. Whoa! Ew. God! Gotcha, bitch! I almost did a no-hit on that man. David, you're so damn slow. Are you sure you're alright? Damn it! Hang on, David, I'll come save you! Ah! Startled me, dude. You okay? Did you finish that thing off? Yeah. Somehow. But I don't think it's done for yet. Feel like it'll come back again. What? What do you mean again? Didn't I tell you? It followed me all the way from a distant hotel. I don't think this is over yet. I don't get it, dude. But, you going somewhere now? I'd like to, but I don't have a destination. The guy I'm looking for wasn't here, so I don't know where he could be. Hey, hold on. I actually found this earlier. Any help? What is it? A paper with an address. Where did you find this? I found it in the basement. The paper looks pretty new, so I thought you just dropped it. Place of regret and an address. Do you know what kind of place this is? No clue, but I think it's pretty far from here. It'd take about a day to drive. I think I'll check this out. So long. Hold on! You said you're looking for who exactly? Ain't it dangerous driving around this late? Why you want to meet him? To be honest, I'm not sure myself. Though I have sort of an excuse. Huh? My point is, it doesn't matter why I want to meet him. It's just, right now, it feels like I have to. I have to go. Well, alright. Take care of yourself. Your house far? I'll take you there. Don't worry about it. I can handle myself fine. Okay. Be careful then. Wait! If we meet again sometime, you wanna have a drink or something? Aww! Of course. I look forward to it. Aw, that's nice. Julia Stone Law School, D. N. Okay. I realized I kind of got a little emotional there. I mean, that felt kind of heavy, honestly. I honestly, I wasn't expecting to go that into some detail like that. Anyway, the fact that we're meeting characters that we are finding things that we have in common, and I wonder what would have happened if I actually went with that. What I personally feel is like a bit of an insulting thing to tell him, you know? So I wonder what his reaction would be. I might go by and check this, but it depends on what kind of playthrough. I might go for like multiple playthroughs if possible. It depends. Anyway, that's where I'm going to end it. So if you all like this, be sure to let me know. Thank you all very much for watching, and I see all of you in the next video.